This one's going to get a little bit tricky. We have 3 circles in our Venn diagram. I've already labeled them as dog, cat, and fish. And we are going to read and go from there. By the way, we are assuming that these are the only 3 types of pets that are represented here. So, no hummingbirds or narwhals or giraffes or anything like that. Okay. 2 students own a dog, a cat, and a fish. That's easy. 2 goes in the middle. All right, now things are about to get crazy already. 5 students own a dog and a fish. So I would love to put a 5 right here, but I'm not. Why not? Because I already have 2 students that own a dog and a fish. They have a cat too. All right, here goes. 5 people have a dog and a fish. Of those 5 people, 2 of them also have a cat. This is 3. It's 5 minus 2. Okay, we have to be careful here. 6 students own both a cat and a fish. I read those in the wrong order. Oh well. A fish and a cat. That's going to go here. And that's 6 students. Now, here goes. This is implied, and we have to be careful. Of these 6 students, 2 of them also have a dog. So only 4 of them have exclusively a fish and a cat. All right, 14 students own both a dog and a cat. Great. I'd love to put a 14 right here, but I'm not. This is the overlap of dog and cat. But there are 14 that have a dog and a cat. But of those 14, 2 of them also have a fish. Unless the cat got to it first. So 14 minus 2 is 12. Let's keep going. 100, my word, I doubt that. 59 students own a dog. Don't put 59 right there, because we already have 12 plus 2 plus 3 dog owners. Dog owners. So what we're going to do, that was hilarious in my head. What we're going to do is take our 59. I'm doing this to give you a visual and to make sure I don't mess up on my mathematics. I have 59 dog owners minus 12 that have a dog and a cat exclusively, and 3 that have a dog and a fish exclusively, and 2 that have a dog and a cat and a fish. And there are 42 dog owners right here. It's never going to get old. Okay, let's talk about cats. 50 students own a cat. Don't put a 50 right here, because I have 50 students that own a cat, but I need to subtract away the 12 that I've already counted here, the 2 that I've counted here, and the 4 that I've counted here. There are 32 people that own exclusively a cat. Just a cat, no dog, no fish. No hummingbirds, no narwhals, no giraffes. Those are my 3 favorite animals, by the way. 18 students own a fish. Okay? Don't put 18 right here. 18 minus 3 times 2, minus 2 minus 4. There are 9 students that have fish, just fish, no dog, no cat. Okay. How many students do not own a pet? I don't know. I hadn't finished reading the Venn diagram yet. 156 students were surveyed. Whoa, okay. The total of all of this is 156. That's fantastic. Here's what that means. Every number added together here had better give me 156, or I've done something wrong, and I have, because I have left out the fact that some people don't have a pet, like me. They didn't ask about houseplants. So here goes, 156, and I'm going to subtract away all of these numbers, and when I do, that's going to tell me how many people that were surveyed, how many students that were surveyed don't have a pet. 52. I'm going to double check that, make sure we're good. I think we are. All right, 52. All these numbers together had better add up to give me 156. And they do. They do, based on the work that I just did. All right, let's keep moving. How many students do not own a pet? Well, that's easy, 52. We can do that. How many students do not own a fish? I'm going to start writing this one a little bit differently, and you don't have to write it this way, but here's fish. but I want to know how many people don't own a fish. See how this is all coming together now? So fish. I want to know how many students don't own a fish. So I'm going to take my white out and I'm going to cover up my fish and I'm going to add together every non-fish number. So just cats and dogs, just nothing. And we're going to add those together, and when we do, we have 138. Okay, you don't have to write that. That was just my way of representing it. How many students do not own at least 2 different types of pets? Okay, this is a little wordy, so we're going to read this one carefully. I want to find out how many students are not going to fit in this category. Here's the category. They own at least, that means 2 or more, different types of pets. Students that own 2 or more types of pets either have dogs and fish and cats, dogs and cats, or all 3. Okay? If they don't own all, if they don't, I'm having a hard time talking. If they do not own at least 2 different types, or even 3, right? Because that's what at least means. You could go higher. Then I'm going to add together all the numbers except 12, 2, 3, and 4. So let's add together 42, 32, 9, and even those that don't have a pet. Because, hey, they don't have at least 2 different types of pets. They have 0 pets. $135. What percent of students own a pet own all 3? Okay, now we're getting into percentages here. So I like to do the percent problems one piece at a time. So we're going to take the students that own a pet and let that be the denominator. Only pet owners. Don't count them. So you're going to count the dun 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 dun. Let's do this quickly. Instead of counting dun 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 dun, let's actually do this. That's the total, minus 52. 156 minus 52 is 104. Okay? If you added dun 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 dun, you'd get 104. What percent of students that own a pet own all 3? 2 out of 104. I will type that in the calculator. It's going to be about 2%. It's awfully close. Yeah, 0.02. It's really like that. So 2% rounded. Okay, what percent of cat owners? Whoa, just cat owners. Just cat owners, okay? So my denominator is just cat owners. So 50 students own a cat. Now I could add but I already know it's 50, right? So it better be 50, otherwise I've done something wrong. What percent of cat owners also own a fish? Oh, okay. So I'm looking in this circle, cat owners, but I also want to see who owns a fish. Well, 2 people here own a fish and 4 people here own a fish. Now, these people also own a dog, but that's okay. So 4 and 2, so 6 out of 50. That's 0.12, which is 12%. I'm not even going to type that one. What percent of students surveyed? Oh, that's the total. Own at least 1 pet. That is 1 pet or more. Okay, 1 pet or more would be dun 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 dun. There you go. And all these added together is basically everything except 52. That's 104. 104 over 156. I don't know what that is. Oh. 0.6 repeating, which we can round to 0.67, which is 67%. Technically, it's 2/3. There you go.